Hi Pisces, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your new moon, black moon love reading, second new moon in the month. So we're going to take a look at your situation and your energy around the situation, your person's energy around the situation. We'll get some advice, look for possible outcomes here, energy you don't see coming. And we are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, Pisces. What is going on with your situation here? All right. So we have somebody's been working on something for a really long time. It's like manifesting. They've been working on manifesting what it is that they want for a really long time. They've been sending wishes out to the universe and tending this garden. But I feel like it's this old thing, this old wishes or old concepts, or I feel like somebody's wishes need to be evolved somehow. And it even seems like if you got these wishes that you have been wanting for a while, they wouldn't even be what you actually want in the present time. And there's something going on about getting very serious with yourself, about creating some kind of closure or some kind of end to something, so that a rebirth can start with a new idea of what it is that you're wanting to manifest. I know this is supposed to be a love reading and a situation between two people, but this is what's coming up right now. And I'm going to go ahead and clarify, because it really seems like this is one person. One person has been manifesting, and they're manifesting things that they don't really want, or they're manifesting for someone else. The things that they wanted in the past are really no longer relevant. And there's this rebirth and this new understanding about what justice is, what victory is, what truth is. Something that you wanted a long time ago. It's coming full circle, and there's this closure. Let's go ahead and clarify. Oh, it's this one. All right, let's see. What is going on here? I even feel like okay, let's just say this. Whatever the situation is, you've been doing all the work. You've been tending the garden. You've been doing all of the work. You've been doing all of the manifesting. You've been asking for the most benevolent outcomes. And it looks like you are this Queen of Cups reversed. She is water, water. So, right. We had the world, not the world, the wheel card just jump up but not out. So, and it was proper. So there's some good fortune that is coming because of the truth that you have figured out somehow. So here you are, manifesting, tending, and not exactly getting what it is that you want here. What is it that you want? I feel like this has to do with figuring out, it's kind of like figuring out what someone's motives are. What are their motives? I almost feel like you already figured it out. So it's just over. Here's that Wheel of Fortune. And because you know what this is already, it's like you're not going to replay the same cycle. These are like burdens to bear. I feel like you have had the same cycle with different people in your life, and it's not necessarily romantic. It could be with some romantic partners, but I feel like the cycle or dealing with these motives, someone else's motives, it's something that you've dealt with before. And here you are standing up for yourself or having conviction around what it is that you know now. This is you looking into the future, coming full circle. And this is working on the future, moving toward the future. And this is manifesting in a different way. This is graduating from the 7 of Pentacles, moving into the 8 of Pentacles. And I feel like you're still going through this understanding, but you have so much understanding of what this is that you're moving forward through it. And here is this knight storming the castle with the truth. This can be someone else coming toward you with messages of the truth. But I also feel like this has a lot to do with you storming your own castle, you having an epiphany, you recognizing something for yourself. And this King of Swords, somebody I actually feel like who hasn't been forthcoming with information is coming forward with information or coming forward with the truth. And it puts you in a place where you're wondering about this full circle moving on business. So the situation here is that you've been moving through this for a long time and you're coming to some kind of epiphany. You're letting things go from the past. You're moving forward. You're not going to repeat this cycle again. And then someone bears the truth and halts some progress here. Maybe not forever, but halts some progress nonetheless. Let's check out your energy around this situation, Pisces. Here we have a 10 of Wands again. So here you are. This has been a difficult time for you. And this is also you taking on burdens and pains that are not your own. This is you struggling with like taking on other people's responsibilities, agreements. It's almost like other people making you wrong when in fact you're not wrong, or other people telling you not to trust your intuition when you are the Queen of Cups. That is what you are intuition. So it's like it's been a difficult journey, but here you are ready to go off on a new adventure in a different way, not taking on these burdens that are not your own, not taking on these kind of like false beliefs that other people are trying to peddle to you, and you're no longer feeling like that's for you. You're no longer feeling like those are yours. You're recognizing that those are fears or false beliefs of someone else, but your truth and your identity is totally different than maybe what someone else wants you to believe. Here's the King of Cups reversed. So here's someone who is, I would say, disappointed, but this is also someone who's coming through as an inner child, someone who's coming in as a grown-ass person, but coming in really, I want to even say this person's mentally unstable. And okay, so this would also be someone, I'm hearing karma. This would also be someone who is making their emotions your responsibility, which is what all these things are. Taking on other people's responsibilities, emotional responsibilities as your own, like you're in charge of them, when you are absolutely not. And you're like, huh, I know that now. And then here comes someone, possibly with the truth, but this is someone you're recognizing as another person that you've taken on emotional responsibility for. It also looks like someone who was in the past, a relationship or romantic relationship in the past. Let's take a look at this other person and their energy here. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Wheel of Fortune again. It first shows up when you are recognizing what this is, and it's actually helping you, and it's auspicious for you to recognize these old desires and update them, let them evolve. This person's energy is coming in as the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this means that this person is very possibly falling on hard times. And here's the 8. You came up with the 8 as well. This is you working on things, looking at things in a new way. They're coming up as the 8, but again, they're coming up reversed. They think they're an expert at how you're going to react and respond. On one hand, I feel like they're kind of nervous, but they feel like they're an expert at this cycle. And so it's almost like they think you're going to come around. Yeah, they're going to offer you all sorts of things. They're going to offer you all of the resources, all of their time, all of their energy, all of their effort, all of their love, all of their money. It might even be marriage and home and status and family and whatever. They're going to offer you everything that they think that you want. Geez, Pisces. And then they're going to ghost you. Wow. So that's the cycle right there. They just want to see if you are still hanging on, if they still have you on the emotional hook. Let's see. If this reading is not for you, it is not for you. If it is, you'll know that this is your reading. Just saying, if this is not for you, it's okay. But if it is, this is something that you know well already. Oh, okay. Energy that you share. Both of you are talking about protecting yourselves, having your guard up. You're both talking about reconciliation. Like you both think about it, or you have thought about it in the past. This is quite well a soulmate, past life type relationship. And here's the Queen of Swords. So I will say this, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups reversed are both here. The King of Swords, the Queen of Swords are both here. There's some kind of divine partnership that is coming in. There's some, and it does feel like past life, soulmate, unfinished business, so to speak. I want to ask about this unfinished business because the energy that you both share, both of you are walled up kind of, and thinking about this past life, thinking about the past, thinking about what it was. And then the Queen of Swords is saying, yeah, the lies though. So both of you know that, and both of you know what that is. So what is unfinished? What is the unfinished? What needs to happen to bring this full circle? For this person, it feels like they need to rush in. This is them rushing in as a knight, not a king, not an emperor. And they need to have their ego stroked. So unfinished business for them has more to do with the cycle rather than the big picture. The big picture is talking about walking away. We've got 8s here, as above, so below. Past life being brought into the present. And here's the King of Wands. All right, so the big picture has to do with this person moving, the person who's approaching you, moving on from being a knight and having their ego stroked to coming in as a partner, as a king, knowing what it is that they want and fighting for what it is that they want. So that's what would need to happen in order for the big picture to be full circle, I want to know, is this full circle for you, Pisces? And here's the Hierophant. You're like, you know what? I have connected with my higher source and my higher self, and I know what it is that drives me. So I would say, yes, this is full circle for you, because you're like, I'm not playing around with this young mentality. And for them, yeah, here's the Chariot. Something needs to come full circle, but this is reverse. So there's some kind of obstacle. What's your obstacle? And the obstacle is that they are so deep in themselves that they can't see the light. What do they need to see? They need to heal. They need to heal from a lot of, yeah, what I'm hearing is counterproductive arguments. But what I was going to say is they need to heal from a lot of betrayal that happened over a long period of time. And I don't feel like that has anything to do with your interaction. The type of betrayal this person has experienced is different than what it was that they were doing, how you were interacting together. I feel like this is more like childhood kind of stuff. Yeah. This has more to do with a mother wound, actually. Let's take a look at a possible outcome, Pisces. Possible outcome. Here's the Emperor reversed. So the Emperor reversed again is a grown-ass person coming as their inner child, but in a really big way. So this is someone who has a lot of fear of being out of control, and they're doing anything, saying anything, making things appear to look a certain way so that they don't appear to be out of control, even though they actually really are. This person might have addictions. They might have a lot of paranoia, actually. Okay, and this possible outcome. So here's that Four of Pentacles again. This is someone who's not telling the whole truth. They're omitting information. They're not speaking the whole truth if they're speaking the truth at all. They're keeping things to themselves to avoid conflict, to avoid change. Ugh. And here it is. So here is the full circle. This person, I feel like, wants to come in and start something new, start a new chapter. And I don't really feel like they want to talk about the past. I think they just want to start over, is what it looks like. They don't want to resolve anything. They just want to move on. Let's take a look at some energy that you don't see coming, Pisces. Here is despair. I feel like this person might come in this way. They feel despair. Lost without you. I might feel that way. I just see that it looks like the cycle will start again, because this person hasn't dealt with their Ten of Swords reversed. They haven't dealt with all of that pain and healed all of that pain. And so what they're doing is they're just like kind of giving it a band-aid or covering it up. Here's the main female. Here's imprisonment. I feel like this person is still in a relationship outside of what they are trying to pursue. I also feel like they want to look like they're generous in some way. They're talking about change, yet they're avoiding change. They are talking about things being different, but they're avoiding change. I also feel like this person feels bound to a particular relationship because of a money situation. Let's take a look at, let's look at these messages of love here. What's going on? There's another, this was stuck in that and it just came out. So there's some kind of decision that needs to be made. but I feel like this person is avoiding this decision. Here's another one too. Let's see. They feel really drained and they're wanting to not feel drained anymore. They're wanting to feel special and they're wanting to feel this big energy, this big love energy, this big inspiration energy. But they are still stuck in some kind of relationship that they're not. Well, they're saying they feel imprisoned because of money, but they want to change. And they feel despair about it or despair around it. So, angels and guides, soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. You definitely have this past life soulmate connection going on. This might be a difficult one to let go of, but it also feels like this person has put you through something, put you through it, and they're the same. And you're way ahead of the game, like you're way past it. Decision, that's exactly what this is. It's time to decide about this relationship. And past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. Right. All right. So I want to take a look at what this person wants to say to you. I remember every detail of that day. I want to know what day. What day? There's some day that has to do with the slowest moving night in the deck. And the slowest moving night in the deck is also, I'm not sure if you can hear my puppy dog, but she's in the back trying to take a little nap. So you hear that, that's her. So the day that your guides are talking about, I remember every detail of that day, has to do with very much slow movement, super slow movement. But this is also, this night makes commitments. There's some kind of commitment made looking forward into the future and making promises. So there's a day where this person or you made promises about commitment, about building a foundation. What does this person want to say? I feel you leaving me behind. You were the best thing in my life. I'm going to pull one more. I look for you everywhere. Let's take a look at your romance angels. What do your romance angels want to say? Pisces. Again, with the past life relationship, we've got a decision to make about a soulmate, past life love, past life relationship. There might be children involved. This might be a reiteration of this person coming in as their child's self. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. On one hand, I feel like this person really wants that from you. And on the other hand, I feel like this is your angels and guides talking about raising your frequency. Raise your frequency before you make a decision. Get into a place where you're not barreling down and thinking about the past and being in that place when you are not at your finest, and move into the place where you are your best self and then make a decision from that place. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Again, with the decision making a decision, a clear decision, a clear choice for yourself. Do you feel like someone is going to reach out to you? Let's take a look at this numerology for you. You've got two coming out. Look at the bigger picture. adjustments are required. A new start is coming. And a win-win outcome is forecast. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I'll be back in a couple of days with another energy check, and I'll see you soon.